Hi, wonderful first graders. I just wanted to pop on to remind you of your work that you need to do for this week. Um, I can't wait to see you guys on Thursday. We have a few days of at-home learning, and I want you to make sure that you're doing your best at-home learning. All right. Make sure that you're practicing because practice makes progress. And if you don't practice, you're not going to make any progress and you're going to start falling behind. And you don't want to do that. So please make sure you are practicing every day. You're doing all of your work. All right, so I'm going to go through and show you what you're going to be doing for your work this week. The first thing is you're going to get your fluency folder. All right, and this is the one where it says keep at home. In this fluency folder, you have 4 things you're going to do. All right, so if you open it up, you should have already started this last week. You have your fry words. Okay, so last week you were supposed to start on list 1, and you were supposed to make a check or highlight all the words that you know, okay? So you can see that this is Michaela's, and she highlighted all the words that she knows. And then when we got done with list 1, we went to list 2, and she read those words. And then when she got done with list 2, she went to list 3, and we kept going until they were getting a little too hard for her. So that's what you need to do. So keep practicing. Now, if you get to a list that it's really hard, then just keep going back to that list over and over until you can get those words, okay? These are really important words that will help you become a better reader. So the more that you can read, the better reader you're going to become, all right? By the end of first grade, we want you to at least to be reading about 200 to 300 words from these 2 pages. Now, I forgot to put in a page last week. If you notice, it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12. The copier forgot to print one of the lists. So I put that in your green homework folder. So don't forget to put that piece of paper in your fluency folder. All right. Now, when you're done reading your fry words, you are going to get out your fry phrases. Those are the white pages, all right? The white pages. Now, you are supposed to do the same thing as your fry words. You flip it over and you read the phrases. And if you know it, you put a check. And if you don't know it, then you leave it blank. Or maybe if you didn't know one of the words, you circle the word you didn't know. All right, and then you read all the phrases, and if you can do all of them, then you go to the next page. And if you can read all of them, then you go to the next page. And you keep doing that until they start to get a little too hard for you. And when it starts to get too hard, then you stay on that page and you just keep practicing and practicing and practicing. All right, so these are all your fry words put together in little phrases for you to read. All right, so that's the second thing that you do. So first your fry words and then your fry phrases. And it doesn't matter the order that you do these in, so you can do them in whatever order you want. Okay, the next thing is your fluency passages. This is Gus the dog. Now, Gus the dog, you're going to read this story. You can practice reading it to yourself. And then when somebody can listen to you, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, whoever, then you can read it to them. And if they want, they can time you to see how fast you can read this story. All right. So you're going to read this story. And if you can read this story in a minute or less, or a minute and a half or less, then you're ready to move on to the second story. Then you're going to move on to Redbird, Redbird. And you're going to do the same thing. And you're going to read this story. And if it's too easy and you can read it quickly and you know all the words, then you move to the next story. And you keep going until it gets a little too hard for you, okay? You have lots of stories in here to read, and they get harder and harder and harder, okay? So just keep practicing. That's the third thing in here, are the fluency passages. The fourth thing in here, the last thing, are these blue fluency pages, or comprehension sheets. You read the story, and then after you read the story, you answer the question. Now, remember last week I told you good readers read the questions first. And that way you know what to look for when you're reading the story. So read the questions first so you know what you're looking for. Read the story, and if you find the answer to one of those questions, you can underline it or circle it, so then when you go back, you know exactly where that answer is. Okay? You're going to do one of these a day. So you're going to do one on Monday, one on Tuesday, and one on Wednesday. And if you would like, you can always bring back the sheet so I can look at it, but make sure you don't bring it back until both sides are done, okay? So if you're going to bring it back for me to look at, make sure both sides are done. You don't have to bring it back, but if you want to, you may, okay? Those are the 4 things that you do in this fluency folder. Now, after your fluency folder, and again, you don't have to do these in any particular order. It's up to you. You have your homework folder. In your green homework folder, you have some math pages. And those math pages are just review from what you learned last week in class. So I believe your math pages are about picture graphs, because Mr. Music taught you about picture graphs last week and how to read them and how to make them. So that's what you're going to do for your math homework. And then you have a science and a social studies homework, okay? And again, you can do those on any day. You can do it on Monday, on Tuesday, or on Wednesday. And those, you can take your picture and upload it right away after you listen to the story and then do your activity. Now, after you do those, there's also a reading room. In your reading room is it's Dr. Seuss's birthday this week. So your reading room is all different Dr. Seuss books. So you're going to listen to a story, and then you're going to do the activity it tells you to do on Seesaw. There's 3 different activities, one for Monday, one for Tuesday, and one for Wednesday. So you're going to listen to 3 different Dr. Seuss books, and then you're going to answer and write those questions. Now, don't forget to write your answer on a piece of paper, okay? And then when you're done, take a picture of it and upload it to Seesaw. And then hit the draft button on Monday. And then on Tuesday, listen to another book. Write your response in your journal or on a piece of paper. Hit the draft button. And then on Wednesday, you're going to listen to the 3rd book. You're going to write your response on your paper. And then on Wednesday, you hit the green check, okay? And you turn in your work for the week. If you have time, you can always go to Freckle. You just have to click on the link, and it will take you to our Freckle link. And if you don't know the code, it's right on the organizer on Seesaw. And then don't forget to do gym, art, and music, okay? Because those teachers would really like to see you, and they would really like you to do their activities as well, okay? So I hope you guys have a great 3 days at home, and I cannot wait to see you on Thursday. And we're going to have our pizza party on Friday because we had perfect attendance when we did our count day. You guys all came to online learning, and you guys earned yourself a pizza party. So we will have that on Friday. So I cannot wait. So you guys have a great week, and we'll see you Thursday. Bye.